Welcome to Sleep Ease Stories, where we bring you gently into a world of calm and relaxation. Tonight, we invite you on a special journey with our latest tale, The New Year's Eve Express, a story of introspection, transformation, and the magic of new beginnings. But first, let's prepare your mind and body for a peaceful slumber. Find a comfortable position in your bed, allowing your body to relax deeply into the softness of your mattress. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then slowly exhale, releasing any tension you might be holding. With each breath, allow yourself to sink further into relaxation. Imagine your worries and thoughts are like leaves on a gentle stream, floating away from you, one by one. With each leaf that drifts away, you feel lighter, more at peace. Feel the calmness enveloping you, a soothing blanket of tranquility. Now, picture a train station on a quiet, starlit night. The New Year's Eve Express awaits. Its carriage is aglow with a warm, inviting light. This is no ordinary train. It is a vessel for a journey through time and memory. A magical ride that will take you through the lives of Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah as they reflect on the year that has passed and look forward to the year ahead. As you listen to their stories, let the rhythmic sound of the train soothe you, its gentle motion carrying you closer and closer to a night of restful, rejuvenating sleep. And now, let the story begin. In the heartwarming town of Eldridge, nestled in the crook of gentle hills and whispering forests, the end of the year was a time steeped in more than the usual festive cheer and celebrations. It was a period where the ordinary blended with the extraordinary, where the fabric of reality seemed to thin, giving way to the mystical. This was the time for the town's best-kept secret, a magical train shrouded in lore and enigma that appeared precisely at the stroke of midnight on the last day of the year. It wasn't just a train. was a vessel for a journey of introspection and renewal, a tradition woven into the very essence of Eldridge. As December's final day unfurled its wintry embrace, casting a blanket of frost over the sleepy town, 5 distinct individuals found themselves inexplicably drawn to the old, disused station at the edge of town. This station, usually forgotten and covered in a tapestry of ivy and shadows, came alive under the spell of the impending event. Emma, a dedicated teacher, with her kind eyes and gentle smile, walked the snow-laden paths, her thoughts a whirlwind of the year's memories. She had poured her heart into her teaching, nurturing her students with knowledge and kindness. Yet, as the year wound to a close, she was besieged by doubts about her impact and the difference she had truly made in her students' lives. Meanwhile, Jack, a retired carpenter whose hands had crafted countless heirlooms, treaded a solitary path to the station. His heart carried the weight of years of estrangement from his family. This year, he had promised himself to bridge the gap that time and misunderstandings had created. But the right moment always seemed to slip away, leaving him with a longing to reconnect and mend the broken fences of family ties. Not far from them, Mia, a young woman with stars in her eyes and melodies in her soul, made her way through the crisp night. Her guitar, a constant companion, was slung across her back. The year had been a tumultuous symphony of highs and lows as she chased her dream of sharing her music with the world. Amidst the cacophony of life's challenges, her resolve had been tested time and again, her dreams clashing with the harsh realities of an artist's life. Lucas, with a spirit as fierce as the winds that swept through the town, walked with a purposeful stride. His year had been dedicated to championing the cause of the environment. He organized campaigns, led community cleanups, and educated the public about sustainable practices. Yet, as he witnessed the continuous battle against environmental degradation, a seed of doubt had taken root in his mind, questioning the significance of his contributions to the larger fight for a greener world. Lastly, there was Sarah, a figure of grace, moving through the shadows of the town, her journey marked by a quiet strength. She had loved and lost, her year spent in the tender process of rediscovering the vibrancy of life after the passing of her beloved husband. In each step, she carried the memories of a love that once filled her life with color, now seeking to fill the void with new hues of joy and purpose. Together, these 5 souls, each encapsulating a story, a struggle, a hope, converged at the station, drawn by the mystical allure of the New Year's Eve Express. Unbeknownst to them, their lives were about to intertwine in a journey that promised to transcend the boundaries of self and time. A journey that would redefine their understanding of their past and shape their vision of the future. As Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah, each absorbed in their own reflective worlds, neared the station, the town clock, standing tall and resolute in the central square, began its ancient ritual. The clock, a revered sentinel that had witnessed generations of Eldridge's joys and sorrows, struck the 11th hour. Its deep, resonant chimes rolled over the town like waves, reverberating through the crisp night air. The sound, rich with history and tradition, seemed to carry a special summons, a call that resonated with the very core of their beings. It was as if the clock was not just marking the time, but also acknowledging their arrival, beckoning them to the threshold of a journey beyond the ordinary. Under the luminous gaze of the moon, the old station, usually shrouded in silence and shadows, started to stir with an ethereal energy. A light fog, as if conjured by an unseen hand, began to swirl around the platform, creating a dance of mystery and anticipation. The mist twirled and twisted, weaving a shroud that blurred the lines between the mundane and the magical, between the past and the present. From within this mystical veil, with a gentle huff and chuff that seemed to sync with the heartbeat of the night, the New Year's Eve Express gradually revealed itself. The train, a stunning vision from another time, glided into view. Its carriages, bathed in a warm golden light, exuded a sense of welcoming, promising a refuge from the chilly embrace of the night and a passage through the corridors of time and memory. The train, resplendent with polished brass fittings and panels of gleaming dark wood, exuded an elegance reminiscent of a bygone era. It was as if the train had leapt straight from the pages of a history book, a majestic relic standing proud and timeless against the backdrop of the modern world. Its presence was a bridge between the now and the then, a vessel that transcended the bounds of time. As the train came to a rest, its engine's rhythmic breathing a soothing lullaby, Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah found their steps drawing them closer. Their approach was hesitant yet purposeful, each step a testament to their individual resolve and the magnetic allure of the express. Waiting to greet them was the conductor, a figure as enigmatic and timeless as the train itself. Dressed in a uniform that harked back to the golden age of rail travel, he stood by the train steps, a knowing smile gracing his lips. His eyes, twinkling with a wisdom that seemed born of ages, met each of their gazes in turn. It was as though he could see beyond their facades, peering into the depths of their souls, understanding their hopes, fears, and the unspoken questions that lingered in their hearts. One by one, they ascended the steps of the New Year's Eve Express, each crossing the threshold into a journey that promised to be as transformative as it was mysterious. Welcome aboard the New Year's Eve Express. The conductor's voice, rich and melodious, broke the stillness of the night, enveloping Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah in a warmth that seemed to transcend the cold air around them. His words, laced with an inherent promise of understanding and renewal, hung in the air like a sacred vow. Tonight, you journey not just to the brink of a new year, but through the landscapes of your own stories. His statement, profound and inviting, echoed the very essence of this mystical journey they were about to embark upon. As they stepped onto the train, a sense of awe enveloped them. The carriages, each a realm unto itself, seemed to have been intricately crafted to reflect the intricate tapestry of their lives. The interiors were more than just spaces. They were manifestations of the year each had traversed, a blend of experiences, dreams, fears, and achievements, all coming together to tell their unique stories. Emma found herself in a space that mirrored her beloved classroom. The walls adorned with the vibrant artwork of her students, and desks arranged in a familiar pattern. It was a world that resonated with her passion for teaching and her silent fears about her impact. Jack entered a carriage that took him back to his workshop, a space where time stood still among wood shavings and the scent of timber. The walls held framed photographs of his family, a poignant reminder of the ties that he yearned to mend. Mia's carriage was a symphony of music. Instruments from around the world, posters of concerts, and sheets of unfinished compositions. It was a space that echoed her struggles and aspirations, a testament to her undying love for her art. Lucas was greeted by a carriage that resonated with his commitment to the environment. Banners from his campaigns adorned the walls, and plants filled the space with life, each leaf and petal symbolizing his dedication to the cause. Sarah stepped into a living room, a perfect replica of the one she had shared with her husband. The space was filled with mementos of their life together, a bittersweet blend of joy and sorrow, of memories cherished, and a future being tentatively explored. As the New Year's Eve Express embarked on its mystical journey, the smooth and rhythmic motion of the train began to weave its magic. The gentle rocking and the soft clatter of the wheels on the tracks created a soothing cadence, reminiscent of a lullaby sung by time itself. This steady, comforting movement seemed to lull the passengers into a state of introspective calm, gently nudging their thoughts towards the winding paths of self-reflection. Outside, the world transformed into a mesmerizing tableau. The moon, a celestial guardian overseeing their journey, cast its serene glow across the landscape. Fields and forests, blanketed in snow, glimmered in the moonlight, creating a world of shadows and silver. The silhouettes of trees, their branches swaying softly in the winter breeze, flitted by like specters of nature, their dance a silent accompaniment to the train's journey. It was as though the very countryside itself was an active participant in this journey of renewal. The hills and valleys, cloaked in the ethereal light, appeared to be in a state of slumber, dreaming along with the passengers. The tranquil scenes passing by the windows were not just a backdrop, but an integral part of the introspection that was unfolding within the carriages. Streams and rivers, glimpsed briefly in the moonlit scenery, flowed like threads of silver, mirroring the continuous flow of time and the ever-changing nature of life. The occasional sight of a sleepy village, with its cozy homes and the soft glow of lights peering through windows, added a sense of warmth and connectedness to the world beyond the train. Inside the New Year's Eve Express, an atmosphere of introspection and transformation enveloped the carriages. For Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah, this was no ordinary train ride. It was a voyage into the core of their existence, a pilgrimage through the year that had been, and a bridge to the year that awaited. Each carriage, a world unto itself, resonated with the essence of their individual stories, inviting them to traverse the landscapes of their souls. Emma, surrounded by the echoes of her classroom, found herself immersed in a sea of memories. The walls, adorned with colorful artwork and thoughtful projects, brought to life the vibrant energy of her students. Their laughter seemed to resonate in the air, a joyful symphony that spoke of days filled with learning and discovery. Emma could almost see the eager faces of her students, their eyes wide with curiosity and excitement, each day bringing a new adventure in learning. As the train glided through the night, these memories played out like scenes from a movie. She recalled the challenges that they had faced together, the struggle to grasp complex concepts, the frustration of setbacks, and the triumphant breakthroughs. Each of these moments was a brushstroke in the larger picture of the year. Emma remembered the extra hours spent preparing lessons that would ignite her students' imagination, the one-on-one sessions where she encouraged a struggling student, and the joyous celebrations of their successes. In this reflective space, Emma began to piece together the mosaic of her year. Each memory was a tile, each experience a hue in the vibrant tableau of her professional life. She remembered the shy student who had blossomed into a confident speaker, the class project that brought out hidden talents, and the heartfelt notes of thanks from students and parents. These were not just accomplishments. They were landmarks in the lives she had touched. As the train continued its journey, a profound realization dawned on Emma. The doubts that had so often clouded her mind, making her question her effectiveness as a teacher, began to dissipate. She saw herself through the eyes of her students, not just as an educator, but as a mentor and guide who had helped navigate them through the complexities of both academics and life. She had instilled in them not just knowledge, but values, curiosity, and the confidence to explore new horizons. The carriage, with its ambient echoes of the classroom, became a sanctuary where Emma's insecurities were replaced with a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. She understood that her impact extended beyond the confines of the classroom walls. It was etched in the minds and hearts of her students, shaping their futures in ways she had never fully appreciated. In this transformative journey aboard the New Year's Eve Express, Emma found not just validation of her past year's work, but also a renewed inspiration for her vocation. As the train journeyed onward, she looked forward to the coming year with a heart full of hope, ready to continue her journey as an educator, a mentor, and an inspiration to the young minds entrusted to her care. For Jack, stepping into the workshop-like carriage was like stepping back in time. The space was filled with the familiar sights and scents of his trade. The rich aroma of wood shavings, the polished surfaces of his workbenches, and the neat rows of chisels, saws, and planes. Each tool had its story, each piece of wood a memory etched into its grain. They were not just implements of his craft, but symbols of his life's work and passion. As the New Year's Eve Express journeyed through the night, the rhythm of the train melded with the rhythm of Jack's thoughts. he was transported back to the countless hours he had spent in his workshop, creating not just furniture, but pieces of art that would become part of people's homes and lives. He remembered the pride in his craftsmanship, the satisfaction of turning raw materials into objects of beauty and utility. But amidst these fond recollections, Jack's thoughts inevitably turned to his family, the relationships that had once been the cornerstone of his life, now strained and distant. He recalled the laughter and warmth of earlier days, family meals filled with conversation and camaraderie, and the shared moments of joy and celebration. These memories contrasted sharply with the more recent years of silence and absence, the unspoken words and missed opportunities that had slowly built walls between him and his loved ones. The carriage, a microcosm of his workshop, became a space for Jack to reflect on the paths he had chosen and the roads not taken. He saw his life's work in the tools and timber around him, but he also saw the void left by the absence of his family. The train's steady progress mirrored his own journey, a journey that had focused so much on his craft that he had neglected the people who mattered most. Jack's eyes lingered on a half-finished chair, a project he had started but never completed, much like his attempts to reach out to his family. The chair, with its intricate design and unfinished state, became a symbol of potential reconciliation, of bridges that could still be built and bonds that could be mended. The journey on the New Year's Eve Express brought a clarity to Jack. He understood that just as a piece of wood could be shaped and transformed, so too could relationships be nurtured and restored. The memories of love and laughter, intermingled with the pain of separation, painted a poignant picture of what had been lost, but also what could still be regained. As the train moved through the tranquil night, Jack found himself envisioning a future where he reached out to his family, where the gaps of time and misunderstanding were bridged. He imagined rebuilding the connections with the same care and dedication he put into his craft, crafting not just objects, but relationships that were enduring and strong. This carriage, a reflection of his past, became a gateway to a future where Jack saw himself not just as a carpenter, but as a father, a brother, a son, roles that he now realized were as integral to his identity as his craft. The journey on the New Year's Eve Express had become a metaphor for his path towards reconciliation and renewal, offering him a chance to restore the fragmented bonds of family and to begin the new year with hope and resolve. Maya's carriage on the New Year's Eve Express was more than just a compartment. It was a sanctum where every element resonated with the essence of her musical journey. The space was filled with a collection of instruments, each representing a chapter in her story. The guitar, with its well-worn frets, spoke of long nights of practice and songwriting. The piano, majestic and imposing, echoed the grandeur of her ambitions and the classical foundations of her training. The violin, delicate and soulful, symbolized the emotional depth of her music. Each instrument was a testament to Mia's aspirations, the tangible manifestations of her dreams and talents. As the train sliced through the silence of the night, these instruments seemed to come alive with the echoes of her past performances. The strings vibrated with the memory of applause. The keys shimmered with the reflection of stage lights, and the air itself seemed to pulse with the rhythm of her music. This symphony was not just auditory, but visual and emotional, a vivid portrayal of the highs and lows of her pursuit. Mia recalled the exhilaration of standing on stage, basking in the applause that washed over her after a performance. Those moments were peaks in her journey, where she felt most alive and connected to her audience. But with these peaks came the valleys, the times of doubt and solitude that are the companions of every artist. She remembered the nights spent alone with her music, questioning her path, her choices, and the sacrifices she had made for her art. However, in this musical sanctuary, these doubts did not overshadow her dreams. Instead, they danced in harmony with her aspirations, creating a balanced narrative of her journey. The solitude was not just a space of uncertainty, but also a crucible for creativity, where her most authentic work was born. The challenges were not just obstacles, but stepping stones that had built her resilience and character. The journey on the train mirrored her own artistic journey, a path not always smooth, but always moving forward. It was in this moving carriage, surrounded by the instruments of her passion, that Mia found a profound moment of clarity. The doubts that often clouded her mind were now seen in a different light, not as signs of failure, but as integral parts of her growth as an artist. This journey on the New Year's Eve Express became a pivotal moment for Mia. It reinforced her resolve to chase her dreams, to embrace both the applause and the solitude with equal passion. The carriage, with its symphony of memories and dreams, became a source of strength and inspiration. It reminded her that the journey of an artist is never linear, but a beautiful composition of highs and lows. each note contributing to the melody of her life. As the train continued its journey through the night, Mia felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination. Her dreams, now more vivid and tangible than ever, were her guiding stars. The train, in its timeless journey, had become a vessel for reaffirming her commitment to her music, undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. This was more than a journey. It was a reaffirmation of her identity as an artist, ready to compose the next chapter of her musical odyssey. Lucas's carriage on the New Year's Eve express was a verdant oasis that mirrored his deep commitment to the environment. The space was a microcosm of his world, where the ideals of nature and conservation were vividly alive. Banners from various environmental campaigns he had led or participated in draped the walls, each emblazoned with powerful messages calling for action and change. Potted plants of different species filled the carriage, their leaves a testament to the vitality of nature he worked so tirelessly to protect. Photographs and images from his campaigns, rallies, and community projects were displayed, showcasing his journey in the fight for a greener world. As the train cut a path through the stillness of the night, Lucas was enveloped in a reflective solitude. The scenery outside, with its moonlit landscapes and shadowed forests, was a moving tapestry of the natural beauty he was so passionate about preserving. Inside, the carriage brought his efforts and achievements into sharp focus. The various elements of his environmental activism, now surrounding him, took on a new significance. Lucas remembered the moments of struggle, the feeling of battling an overwhelming tide of apathy and resistance. There were times when his efforts felt futile, like mere drops in the vast ocean of environmental challenges. But in the quiet of the carriage, these drops began to take on a new meaning. They were no longer isolated efforts, but part of a larger, collective movement. Each campaign, each rally, and each tree planted was a ripple that contributed to a growing wave of change. Surrounded by the symbols of his dedication, Lucas saw the interconnectedness of his actions with the global environmental movement. The small local park he helped save from development, the community recycling program he initiated, the environmental education workshops he conducted for local schools. Each of these were threads in the larger tapestry of environmental conservation. This journey through the night became a journey of realization for Lucas. It illuminated the impact of his work, showing him that every effort, no matter how small, counts. He understood that change often starts with small ripples, and that his contributions were vital in the collective fight for a sustainable planet. The feeling of insignificance that had sometimes clouded his vision was replaced by a renewed sense of purpose and hope. The carriage, with its lush greenery and symbols of environmental advocacy, was more than a space. It was a source of inspiration and affirmation for Lucas. It reinforced his belief in the power of individual action and the importance of continuing the fight for the environment. As the train journeyed on, Lucas felt a renewed commitment to his cause, ready to face the challenges of the new year with a strengthened resolve and an unwavering dedication to the cause he held so dear. The New Year's Eve Express, in its timeless journey, had rekindled his spirit, reinforcing his role as a guardian of the earth and an advocate for its future. Sarah's carriage on the New Year's Eve Express was a poignant tribute to the life she had shared with her late husband. It was a space that felt both familiar and sacred, a cozy environment that encapsulated the essence of their shared journey. The carriage was adorned with personal items that told the story of their life together. Framed photographs capturing moments of joy, laughter, and love. A small collection of books they had enjoyed reading together. A soft, well-worn throw on the comfortable armchair where they had spent countless evenings in each other's company. As the train glided through the night, the rhythm of its movement seemed to synchronize with Sarah's heartbeat, creating a meditative space for her to reflect and rediscover. The memories around her came to life, each evoking a spectrum of emotions. There were photographs of their travels, where they had explored the world hand in hand, and mementos from special occasions, each a reminder of the rich life they had built together. In this intimate carriage, Sarah found herself journeying through the multifaceted stages of her grief. She revisited the piercing pain of loss when she had first faced the world alone, the emptiness that seemed to engulf her life in the absence of her partner. Yet, amidst this sorrow, there were also glimmers of the resilience and strength she had mustered. She recalled the tentative steps she had taken to rebuild her life, the small victories in finding joy in the little things, a beautiful sunrise, a book that made her think, a conversation with a friend. The train's journey became a metaphor for her own path through grief. Just as the train moved steadfastly forward through the night, Sarah had navigated her way through the initial fog of loss, moving towards a place of healing and acceptance. The changing scenery outside her window mirrored her own transformation. From the starkness of winter to the promise of spring, a reminder that life, in all its complexity, continued to unfold in myriad ways. In the solitude of her carriage, surrounded by the echoes of her past, Sarah found a renewed appreciation for life's manifold experiences. She understood that her journey was not just about coping with loss, but about embracing life with all its nuances. The memories of her husband, rather than being a tether to the past, became a bridge to the future, encouraging her to live fully, honoring their shared past while also making new memories. As the train journeyed on, Sarah felt a quiet but profound shift within her. The pain of loss would always be a part of her, but so too would the love and the life lessons she had shared with her husband. The New Year's Eve Express, in its gentle passage through the night, had offered her a space to reconcile with her past and to look towards the future with a sense of hope and openness. It was a journey of rediscovery, affirming that even in the wake of loss, life could still offer moments of beauty and opportunities for new beginnings. As the New Year's Eve Express continued its enigmatic path through the night, the transformative power of the journey deepened for each passenger. The train, a vessel of introspection and change, moved steadily forward, mirroring the inevitable passage of time. For Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah, the journey was a rare chance to pause and reflect, to sift through the tapestry of the past year with a fine-toothed comb, exploring the intricate patterns of their lives. The train's movement through the serene night landscape provided a backdrop for this deep introspection. The quiet rumble of the wheels on the tracks and the occasional distant sounds of the night created a symphony that encouraged contemplation. Each carriage, a world unto itself, became a sanctuary where joys and sorrows were confronted, where regrets were examined and achievements were celebrated. As midnight neared, the train's mystical conductor, a figure embodying wisdom and timelessness, moved through the carriages. His presence was both a comfort and a mystery, a guiding force in the introspective voyage of the passengers. Stopping to speak with each one, his words were tailored to their journeys, offering insight and encouragement. To each passenger, his words resonated deeply, echoing their thoughts and feelings. Emma was reminded of the lasting impact of her teaching beyond the confines of the classroom. Jack received affirmation that forgiveness and understanding were the keystones of rebuilding relationships. Mia was encouraged to let her music soar, unhindered by external noise. Lucas was reassured that every small action towards environmental conservation was a valuable contribution to the cause. And Sarah was comforted with the understanding that grief and joy were inseparable companions in the journey of love. As the train began its gradual deceleration, signaling the approach of its final destination, a sense of anticipation filled the air. The passengers, now enriched with a deeper understanding of their past year's journey, gathered their thoughts and emotions. They prepared not just to step off the train, but to step into a new year with renewed perspectives and aspirations. As the New Year's Eve Express gradually came to its final halt, the sense of timelessness and magic that had enveloped the journey reached its zenith. The last carriage, now transformed into a breathtaking observatory car, offered a sanctuary under the stars. Its glass ceiling opened up to the vast, starlit sky above, turning the carriage into a vessel floating in the cosmos. The passengers, Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah, were ushered into this ethereal space by the conductor, their guide through this transformative journey. The observatory car was a marvel, with plush seating arranged to allow each passenger a clear view of the heavens above. The stars seemed to twinkle with an understanding of the significance of the moment, each one a distant beacon in the vast universe. The conductor, with a knowing smile, handed out elegant pens and parchments to each passenger. His words, gentle yet profound, urged them to look beyond mere resolutions. Take these final moments to set your intentions for the year ahead, he said. Write not just what you wish to achieve, but also what you wish to become. For in becoming, you transcend. The passengers took a moment to reflect, pens poised over parchment. The act of writing became a symbolic sealing of their experiences and a commitment to the future. Emma wrote of becoming an inspiration to her students, Jack of rebuilding connections with his family, Mia of finding her voice in the world of music, Lucas of being a catalyst for environmental change, and Sarah of embracing life with a heart open to joy and new experiences. As the clock neared midnight, the anticipation in the observatory car grew. The passengers, each lost in their thoughts and intentions, were brought back to the present by the first burst of fireworks in the sky. A cascade of colors exploded, illuminating the night and reflecting in the glass above and in the eyes of the passengers. The vibrant hues of the fireworks painted the sky, heralding the arrival of the new year. The moment was magical, suspended in time as the old year gave way to the new. The passengers, with their hopes and intentions penned down, were filled with a sense of purpose and renewal. They had shared a journey that was both an end and a beginning. A passage through memories and dreams, sorrows and joys. As they stepped off the New Year's Eve express, they carried with them the lessons and revelations of the night. The train, having served its purpose, slowly faded into the mist that had first heralded its arrival, leaving a trail of magic and transformation in its wake. It was a poignant reminder that every end heralds a new beginning, and that every journey, no matter how seemingly small or grand, is an opportunity for growth and transformation. With hearts filled with renewed purpose and eyes bright with the promise of the future, Emma, Jack, Mia, Lucas, and Sarah stepped into the new year. The New Year's Eve Express, now a memory, had imbued them with resilience, hope, and a newfound appreciation for their life's journey, ready to embrace the endless possibilities of the year ahead. As we stand on the cusp of a new year, brimming with possibilities and new beginnings, Sleep Ease Stories wishes you a truly wonderful and prosperous new year. May your days be filled with joy, health, and an abundance of moments that bring peace and contentment. May the year ahead unfold for you like the most beautiful of stories, filled with opportunities for growth, love, and cherished experiences. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey into relaxation and sleep. Your continued support and presence in our community are deeply valued. Here's to a new year that brings as much hope, transformation, and serenity as the magical journey we shared on the New Year's Eve Express. Happy New Year.